Joyo already up. Ceiling, couldn't find his own self-pass, but he did find Rise. Look at the respect that was given to that by Endpoint.
Yeah, Endpoint only really paying attention to Joyo there.
Oh, there's no boost. Metz, you got no chance, mate.
Yeah, good luck. Joyo making a really smart play there, just forcing a 50-50 against the player that he knew was the last man. As Metz positioning up on the wall like this makes it very difficult to cover those bottom corners. Joyo showing that he's not just...
I'm expecting to see some more of that here this time around.
Yeah, it's awesome to see that defensive masterclass from Vatira. So many times you're able to read what Seiko's up to and stop all these shots that many a goalkeeper from all around the world would have struggled to save. And that's going to be 2-0 Queso. Joyo once again, that guy leading the attack in the Mustang. He's been pretty disgusting today, Shogun.
Oh, I'm going to let you have it. All right, there you go. However, the shot earlier on from Metzer, not quite finding the target. Relating Wave, good opening challenge. It's going to bounce awkwardly. Seiko looks to try and provide. Need to get confirmation of this, but did Seiko end the previous series having at least participated in every single goal?
Oh, what?
Wave, mate.
Again, Relating Wave just jumps early. I've got to wonder, like, what is he jumping for here? He's on the wrong side of the ball.
Quite jumpy at occasion. Same would also be said for Team Queso, but they only really have that reaction against Seiko. Everyone else happy to go and meet. Seiko's got away with a little bit more, as he is going to be called in here. If this team is going to make a comeback, they needed something from this. Instead, Vatira looks for the shot.
There it is.
Doesn't get there, but again, the flying nothing.
It's the shot that you have to respect, and Metz can see Vatira jumping up before him here. He tries to predict where Vatira is going to touch this, and Vatira just lets it go right.
And we do have confirmation. Seiko has been involved in every single goal.
Every goal.
I think this is a game where Endpoint, this kind of shows what their reliance is. This is a game where Seiko, we didn't really see much of him, but Metzer and Relating Wave, a rare stumble, but this was not the level we've got used to those two.
Indeed. I mean, it's a play style that has worked for them in the past several times, but we rarely see a 100% goal participation in Seiko. He's always one of the highest at, but 100% is not acceptable at this level. In between 8 games now, you've got to have Metz and Relating Wave combined for at least 1 goal. And they have, of course, been taking turns being that player combining with Seiko. But Rocket League is far too fluid of a game to just have one. It was mechanical mainly in the last game, where Endpoint fell short. Great coverage at the top corner there from Joyo to just have more parts of the goal defended. And now look at the transition from Queso. It's Joyo to Rise to the back of the net. That's right after he's made 1 save. Air dribbles over Relating Wave. Gap at the back leaves the open net. Rise takes it.
Team Queso continue to march on here. Looking unstoppable in the bracket.
Fight back from 3-1 down in the first series, but they don't pick it up soon. They're going to be in that exact same position in the second series as well.
Back out. Here's Seiko. And it's another bad shot. Follow up. Here is Metzer.
Okay.
And we go from bad shots to the best one Metzer could have taken.
I mean, that's an attempted shot into a very precise part of the goal there from Seiko. And how about that from Metz and Norris? So everybody getting their 1 miss out of the system maybe for Endpoint. Relating Wave, then Metz and Norris, and now Seiko as well.
Might get themselves a chance off the backboard, and Rise backs down. Vatira might have caught him off.
Wait.
But Vatira wasn't there. And now the counter-attack. Seiko! 2-1! And Team Queso finally slip, and they slip in dramatic fashion.
Vatira did not expect the completely free touch. It came towards him, but he wasn't ready. He was expecting somebody to hit that. And what looked like it might end up being an easy goal for Team Queso goes right into their net with...
I don't think I've ever seen such a high percentage. You're definitely scoring here if you take this. Followed up by you've conceded within such a short amount of time. Joyo tasked with keeping this game alive. But Endpoint have got themselves back. I don't think it's going to affect them all too much. There's Rise. Meteor takes over, Relating Wave off that backboard. See more and more backboard defense, and actually a player jumping out of the way of Joyo. Good yet again. Here's that. Well, that's what they would like to have seen in the last game.
Yeah, this is ideal. Joyo to Rise. Hard hit. Seiko misses his touch. Relating Wave also going for the same ball. Doesn't make contact. As long as one of them gets that, Well, speculative to move up and expect a double bump to land, even if it is Rise who's going for it. He was very good at landing those, even on players who know he's coming. Look at the Vatira ahead of the play, trying to get a boost steal, and now a bump on the back wall lands it. But this is unconventional from Queso, actually driving ahead of the player who's coming in for the back wall clear, just parking in his way, denying Seiko access to the ball, and giving Rise an open net.
I don't think I've ever actually seen that. Rise is already in the backfield. You can't possibly account for where Rise is playing at the moment. He just goes wherever he feels like, and you've got to try and figure it out. Here he is now, holding the midfield. Got second touch, but Metza couldn't stop it. Actually, that drops so dangerously. Here's Metza, finds the shot. Well played by him, but the ball just dropped over to him.
And no assist for Seiko. We've done it. We've got a goal that Seiko didn't create or score.
More time of the clock. Now he needs to see if his team can just get rid of it. Metza off the infield, couldn't get there. Just out of his reach. And now it's up to Queso to find the ball to the floor. And they've done exactly that.
How are you as well, but not in the sense of worrying about the players. Really want to see more of a long-term plan for Endpoint in these attacks. It looks like their plan right now is, well, let's just see if we can create a scoring chance and then go for the top corner. And they're not really thinking about surviving in the offense. They're not really thinking about, oh, wait a minute. Not really thinking about own goals.
You've got competition.
Where did this one come from? That looked like it was just going to be a routine clear. And then all of a sudden, Rise just slammed it in his own net.
And the state of that offense we saw earlier on to give it away by Team Queso when they had the open backboard shot. It does Queso have been. They've given up some screamers.
I'd love to.
Oh, there we go. Good shot.
Oh, that is a very good finish by Seiko, and the placement to the correct side. We saw this in Neo Tokyo 2 times actually. This exact same play. Seiko boost steal.
Vatira looking to try and force the pace over here. Off the wall, Rating Wave happily there, although this is dangerous, and Metza didn't believe in any of it. Now Seiko passes it over to him. And there you go, utilizing the 2v1.
That's phenomenal by Metza Norris, giving Seiko the hat trick, but all Metza in the past year, really all Seiko had to do is drive into the ball. How perfectly Metza delivered it to him. But he said, you know, you can't throw a 3-goal lead if you
don't. Well, they just give up a goal, and it's just like, how?
Yeah, especially this one. You can see what he was trying to do. He's trying to obviously hit the ball across the goal, not into the goal, but underestimated his own accuracy as he snugged the attempt. No reset, even tried there. His first aerial attack in the Octane.
It's something a little bit different from them. My eyes are always just on Metza, though. Rotation does control on him, but he's got no say in this one whatsoever. Just forced to sit and watch as Vatira pulls this out of the bag.
Yeah, Relating Wave didn't read the bounce. He's expecting that to curve around the back wall, come towards him. It bounces clean off, and Seiko has absolutely...
Sleeping. Metza already there. There is Seiko one-on-one against Rise, and Seiko, a bit wasteful actually, didn't catch that ball the way he would like to.
Yeah, he was expecting more of a passive play from Rise. Rise just lunging forward. And
there's
now
no one back.
Joyo's going to get an open net. Rise assisting him well. That was actually a great catch by Rise. I don't think anyone on Endpoint is expecting Rise to be able to just control that ball up on the sidewall there. Relating Wave is trying to send to the ball.
He's tricky to read for his team and for the opponent's team. Joyo off that wall. I'm going to get there, and Metza clears. Vatira might have the infield option. He does take it, and Rise's shot is blocked.
Now we have the same position here for Queso that Endpoint had last game. Never mind. Well, it's the exact same thing. 3 goals. But what is going on in defense?
Metza?
For Metza Norris.
Buddy?
Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Well, there's...
Might be another one here. Seiko will clear. But the amount of times that goals have gone in, and myself, yourself, and maybe everyone at home, Johnny, have just been a little bit flabbergasted at how on earth has that gone in. It's been a little bit too often here, but who's got the one miracle play with the last few moments left? Rise, he's up, he's unchallenged for the longest time, over the top of one, gets the second, and Rise might have done it!
He ascends to the ceiling, and rises to the occasion. Huge bump after the reset, outplays the first challenge. And with only a second left, it looks like Queso have done it.
Against all the pressure, against the lower bracket, and against...
It looks like Queso have done it.
Against all the pressure, against the lower bracket, and against Endpoint. Have they done the job they had to do? Yes, they have. Team Queso have got their second tournament